Ava. Big yawns. Big yawns, Ava. I'm working on it. There we go. Yes, yes, she will be. Hello, Manny. Hello, Buzzy Pug. Hello, Wire Mother. Hello, Eileen and Carlin. Hello, Joey Bag of Donuts. Hello, Linda Applegate, honey. I have some fun for us tonight. Hello, Lizette Panette. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd, you troublemaker. Hello, Charlie. You want to try a bully slice? She's not so sure on it. Oh, not a fan. Duck ring? That's all right. The neighbor's dogs will like the bully slices if she doesn't. Oh, it's so warmed up here today. I've had my windows open all day. It's beautiful out. I love it so much. Well, technically that was 3. Whether you choose to eat it or not my problem. I'm kidding. I could never do that to you. She's so spoiled. I need to do that. I really don't have much for pants. I've got lots of tops, but I really don't have much for pants. All right. Oh. Well, I love that you love it here. No. You shall not. I had a thought. Oh no, I have pants on. Absolutely, I have pants on. I don't take the risks that Judge Hart takes. Hello, Sir Philip. So good to see you, honey. Oh, and hello, C-Rex, my love. She's currently sleeping. She's off in dreamland. She's got friends coming tomorrow and had to go to bed early. So we'll just have to pretend that she's here. Hello, Mortimer Duke. You know, if I had the choice. Oh, there's a video of him where he leaned forward to reach for something or stood up, one of the two, and he was in his boxers. They were white with red hearts. Hello, Spider-Man. Yeah, it was the funniest thing. He was bawling. No. No, it was on one of the videos that I even streamed. Everybody was like, "Did you leave it in? Did you leave it in?" I wouldn't tell them. And then they're all like, "Yeah, there it is." Yeah, it was a while ago. It was funny. Yeah, you know, the casualness of Zoom. Everybody thinks that they just won't get caught from the waist down, but no, I'm not willing to risk that. Oh, that's fantastic news. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Do you like it? Do I have to send you a new Steve? It's a bit of an ambiguous statement. Oh, I didn't remember that being an attorney. I remembered that being a defendant. But we might be thinking of two different people, of course. You know, it's you know, it's not like it's not like it hasn't happened more than once. Hello, Purple Kiv. That sounds delightful. Oh man, no, I don't remember that. Yay! I'm so happy for you. It seems like that took forever. Oh, hello, it's a Chris thing. Oh, okay. Plain, blue and plain. Well, oh man, my memory must be broken. All right, so it was an attorney and not white with hearts. He turned around at his desk to get something behind him and plain blue. Yeah, he was reaching for something. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. You know, my brain's broken, so I will take your guys' word for it. With the number of hearings that I watch in a day and the wild and crazy stuff that I see that I don't show, yeah, it all kind of gets jumbled up in there. It's in Stevens Court. Oh my. Remotely. Via Zoom. I'm so sorry that you went through all of that. But I'm glad that you're getting back on your footing and that everything's going in a positive direction, I hope. Oh yeah, there was a gal in Simpsons Court a week or two ago. Got busted doing the nasty. Hello, Lissette honey. Oh yeah, yeah. There's been a lot of shower court scenes. One of them's on Discord even. Rudolph Trading Places Discord next weekend. We have to talk to Auntie M about that. Auntie M is Queen Discord. So we will have to bring it to her attention. And I don't foresee it being a problem, but it definitely is an Auntie M thing. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. Yeah, I can't risk it. No, I can't. The internet is forever and ever and ever. I don't need that out there. No, I got one for you tonight. Pretty darn close. I actually did have a soft sit tonight, but 2/3 the way through the hearing, the audio file corrupted, and there was no audio for the remaining of the hearing, so I couldn't run it. But it, I did find one. I just, didn't have all of it, so. And it's not a common court, so it's not one that I could just ask Squishy if he had, because the likelihood is minimal. I'm probably one of the very few people who actually bothers getting this court. Oh my. There was one, I reported an attorney. I can't remember whose court it was in, but the attorney was sitting on the edge of a hotel bed, scratching his rear end in his tighty whities, and the judge didn't notice. And the lighting was super dark, but it was awful. Like, just thinking that an attorney would behave that way in the first place. But like, at first you think it's a defendant, but then no, it's an attorney. I did. Fire department came out. They lifted her up. She fell down a couple more times. In the end, though, we got her. We got her up there. I have an account. I've not used it. I don't understand it. I am old school. and old-brained. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I can't figure it out. I would need a lot of time playing with it to understand it, and I just don't have that kind of time. Just like, the whole Spotify thing. I got that figured out, but um then it you can't live stream to it, and so I have to finish the hearing, edit the hearing super quick, and then upload it to Spotify, and no one was watching it, so I just stopped uploading for now. I've heard a lot of positive things about it, but it's I'd be afraid that I would lose. I'd be afraid that I would lose the little following that I have on my live streams here if I went over to a different platform. Just on his butt. Just on that one cheek, right? Oh, that's an awful thought. Oh, he was not easy on the eyes. He was like sandpaper in the eyes with a little capsaicin. She sure did. She sure did. His I'm not worried about. It's Ava's that concern me. If it supports StreamYard, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I will look into it. Your neighbors are tired of this. Go at it. Knock it off, Robert. Oh, come on up, Cherie. Come on, Cherie. Come here, baby. Huh. That's weird. I swear I just heard a cat scratching at the screen. I know the sound because that one right there does it all the time. I've never heard of Restream. I've never tried it. But I will look into it. Thank you. Tiny Kitten Esquire's mom or sibling, I don't know which, was outside earlier. I gave her a can of wet food. I got a text from my neighbor asking me if I owned a chunky gray and white cat. And I said, yes, that's Billy O.T. And I told her that I have 2 cats that are indoor-outdoor cats. And then I explained that there is a large black cat that has been on my porch lately, and Billy and her get into tussles, and that I think it's Tiny Kitten Esquire's family. And she says, well, why don't you adopt that one? Take it in. And I said, ma'am, I have 4 cats. But I did give it food. And my neighbor is going to take her in and give it a good home and try to find its home in the meantime. And I offered her a flea and tick treatment for the month and, whatever resources she needs to get her going. So, at least I know the kitty will be taken care of. It's currently lounging on the cat tree that is outside because when Earl jumped on it, it went timber right onto me. So it went outside because now I have to get a new cat tree. Actually, I have to get 2, maybe 3. It depends on how many fit where that couch is. I'm going to start cat tree shopping tonight. Hello, Sandy Hurd. Oh, we love you. Thank you. Or crazy. It is. I love that system. Now I just need to be hit up by the possum distribution system, and then I'll be all happy. The squirrel distribution system could hit me up a little bit too. I know. I love squirrels. You like watching them. I know you'd love playing with them. No? No? Well, I'm going to check it out anyways. I'm going to Amazon that. Oh my. That's kind of a deal. I have to get the Maine Coon ones though, because Billy's heavy. And if I don't get the Maine Coon one, he won't fit into the boxes. Yeah. Yeah. I took I took quite a beating on the financial side of it when I stopped doing the replay crew minis, but I had to step back. I was getting way too overwhelmed and I figured it was better for me to just take a step back on something rather than get myself to a point where I up and quit. So I'll get back to them eventually, but life hit me hard in the last couple of months. Health-wise, financial-wise, daughter-wise, there was a lot going on and I didn't talk about everything and I'm not gonna, but I think this is my one sane place. Yeah, I'm gonna look. There's one specific that I wanted. It's a double decker, like side by side. It's like a double wide trailer, but of cat house thingies. It's I think it was 93 inches, if I remember correctly. And that's the one that I want to put back there. And then the one that goes in the back hall by the kennel would be a single wide one to replace the single that was there. I'm an NPC. Well, this one can't be reused. Otherwise, it would go out to the curb where our town is amazing. There's one garbage collection every month where they will come and take anything. But if you put stuff out in advance of that garbage collection, there are people that go around with trailers like almost on a daily basis, and they collect scrap metal, they'll collect, wood, they'll collect yard sale type items, and then they refurbish them, they flea market them. There's a flea market 15 minutes from here, and there's a lot of people that put stuff back together for that event. Maybe. Hey, get your butt out of the way. What you need, boy? You want some treats? Oh, kisses. That was so cute. That was so super cute. Here, have some treats. Because that was cute. Oh, my hair's a mess. My hair's a mess. There we go. Mostly better. All right, let's get these cases going. Woo woo! That's a good thing. Maybe YouTube is figuring out its flawed algorithm. Now it can just start sending people here. That would be awesome. Oh, yummy! Did it please the Sky King? Hello, Dark Zoomy. Hey, Earl, I put them there for you. You get them. Come on, move. I can't push buttons with you right there. Come on, over here. Or right in my way. That works too. I love you. I love you. Okay, move. Move.
Judge, Miss Brewer is running behind, but she should be joining you shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, she's never on time, right?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, are you Tisha Brewer?
Yes.
And you are Timothy Don Walker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are scheduled today for the final hearing on the request for the protection from abuse order that was filed. The petition was filed back on February 23rd of 24. And Mr. Walker, you received personal service on February 23rd of 2024, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You two formerly were in a dating relationship and formerly resided together.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We're on for the final hearing. Mr. Walker, are you contesting the restraining order that's being requested?
No, the only thing I request, I didn't mean to like scare her or anything. I wish I could take back all my actions, my frustrations, my my own disappointments that I have did. The only thing that I truly do want to request is for her, like when I do get out of jail and I get everything that I have occurred while I'm doing this, is
She didn't want it, maybe he was on, but he just wanted to help. Tell that. Is that what you say, tell him right now?
Ma'am,
is
Miss Brewer,
is the
Yes.
is there someone with you?
No, he was just walking by.
Okay. Go ahead.
the only
Mr.
thing
Ross.
the only thing that I request is for me to get my mother's belongings, my dead mother's dream catchers and the stuff that she has in her room that
You got him? Okay.
You handle that.
I'll pass you back.
Okay, Miss Brewer.
Yes.
Okay, this is not going to work if you've got other people talking to you, okay?
Sorry, I was letting dogs out and he told me to go ahead and deal with this.
Okay, well, yeah, you need to deal with this court hearing, okay?
Yep.
thank
Okay,
you, sir.
so if you'll stop moving around and find a place to, so you can deal with this case, okay?
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
go ahead, Mr. Walker.
I truly did not mean to let my frustrations and everything else come out the way they did. I just want to let her know that I'm truly sorry for scaring her the way I did. I should have never let my emotions, my frustrations, and everything come out the way they did. I should have went about everything a little bit differently. I just got put back on my medications and everything, and instead of self-medicating, I wasn't completely right in my head at the moment in time. But the only thing I would appreciate is if she gives me back my dead mother's dream catchers and all of her stuff and the video that she, or the pictures and the video that she did take when we went to my mother's wake or whatever to go view the body. I would just really appreciate for her to give my brother, Christopher Stark, those belongings. So that way, when I do get out of here and I get into the Oxford House once more, if they accept me again, that I could be able to get that stuff back, because I still have to go over to the house, my brother's house, to get my car, my dog, and my belongings that I have there. So that way I can just get back onto my own life, and I will leave her alone. I didn't mean to scare her or anything like that.
Okay, Mr. Walker, let's go ahead and go through this then.
Yes, sir.
This is in the District Court of Ellis County, Kansas. It is case number 24 DM 33. Tricia Brewer versus Timothy Walker. And you are Tricia Brewer.
He is trying so hard to make the meanest grumbly faces that he can.
Or
Yes.
Tisha, I'm sorry, Tisha.
You're
Brewer.
good.
And you are Timothy Walker.
Yeah.
Okay, petition was filed on February 23rd of 24. You were served on February 23rd of 24. Court has jurisdiction over the plaintiff, the defendant, and the subject matter in this case. And Mr. Walker, you're stipulating to the allegations in the petition?
It's whatever she wants done. If she chooses to have it permanent year or drop it, that's totally up to her. I could honestly care less at this point in time. In my eyes, once a cheater, always a cheater. When you tell me one thing and then you go and do
Mr.
another.
Walker, Mr. Walker, this is
Yes,
not
sir.
the time for speeches, okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
all I need to know is if you are stipulating to the petition and to the protection from abuse order.
I don't understand what you're meaning by that, though.
Okay. Ms. Brewer has filed a petition requesting for protection from abuse. You received a copy of that petition. Did you review it?
Yes.
Okay. Are you stipulating to the facts contained in the petition sufficient for the court to grant a restraining order against you?
Do you mean that I'm like trying to
Do
like
you
not
want
have
a
it done, or?
Do you want a contested hearing today, or are you agreeing to have the court issue the restraining order based on the petition?
That I honestly, this is all new to me. I honestly don't know what any of it means. It's honestly whatever she wants done. I'm washing my hands of it. I mean,
Okay, well,
it's whatever you guys decide. I
okay.
mean,
Well, please listen carefully. Are you stipulating, are you agreeing that what she put in the petition is sufficient for the court to grant a restraining order?
for like what she wrote down,
Yes.
when she wrote down that statement, there is a lot of things that were not true that did occur. But other than that, I agree that I shouldn't have done anything like that, but there was a couple things that was not true that was written down. They didn't go quite the way she wrote it down. But honestly, I was not right in my head at that moment in time. So maybe I did say some things that scared her, and I'm sorry for that. I'm not saying for you guys to not grant it or anything. I don't know how to fight it. It's honestly whatever she wants done. I will agree to whatever she and you choose to do.
Okay. So you have two options here, Mr. Walker. You can agree to the restraining order, or you can contest the restraining order and have her testify about what happened that night or that day. Do you want her to testify about it, or do you want to agree to have the restraining order issued?
If the restraining order is issued, how long would that be?
It's in place for 1 year.
I don't want to drag her through anything else. I done scared her enough. You can go ahead and grant it if you forever choose to.
Okay. So you're going to stipulate to the petition and granting of restraining order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just hope it was worth it.
Court finds that based on the petition, that the defendant does present a credible threat to the physical safety of the petitioner. Court is going to grant the restraining order. The restraining order will be in place for 1 year. That is through March 7th of 2025. Okay. Mr. Walker, you need to understand that this order replaces the temporary order that was issued by the court on February 23rd. That because of this restraining order in place, you are not allowed to have any contact with her, direct or indirect, or through any third person. Yes, Mr. Walker.
And how am I supposed to go to my brother's house if she's still staying there to get my belongings
I'm
and
moving.
Hang on,
and my mother's stuff?
we'll deal with that in just a minute. Okay. So you'll have no contact with her directly or indirectly or through any third person, not electronic communication, no communication whatsoever. You understand that?
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with her no more.
Okay. You will not threaten her, assault her, follow her,
Nope.
stalk her, or in any way harass her.
Nope, I don't even want to see her no
Okay.
more.
You will not use any physical force against her
None,
or any
none.
person in her household. Okay.
Where she lives at is with my brother, my family.
Okay. You will not come around her premise, her residence, her place of employment, or any of her family members. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her family members don't even live around here. I'm sorry. I'll just keep my mouth shut.
You understand law enforcement has the right to enforce this order.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if she tries to contact me?
She's not to contact you, but the order is a restraining order against you, not against her.
Okay, so
Understand that?
so if she tries to contact me or tries to get a hold of me somehow, and then
Hopefully she won't, but if she does, you ignore it, Mr. Walker. You're to have no contact with her for 1 year for any reason.
okay,
Okay.
but if she did, how can I? What would be the avenue that I should be able to take to stop that from happening? For say that she tries to contact me somehow, some way to tell me that she's sorry or she shouldn't have done this or whatever. How should I go about that? So that way,
Mr. Walker, you should ignore it. You should ignore any attempted contact because you're not allowed to have contact with her for a full year.
would it be logical for me to, like, if she did try to contact me, to get a hold of the police department and have them let them know as well that the contact order is for a year? She's trying to contact me or try to trick me into
Again, yeah, the no contact order is between you not having contact with her. Yes, if you feel like you need to protect yourself, then you can contact the police and have them investigate and check it out. But
okay.
I don't think she has any desire to have contact with you. So, but if she does attempt to have contact with you, ignore it because you're not allowed to have any contact with her.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you do not reside in the same place anymore.
I was going to, my brother's supposed to be putting more money on my books today so I could call him, so I could put time on my phone. I need to contact him to find out if, when I do get out of here, if I'm gonna be able to still stay at the house. Because he did mention to me that she was not gonna be staying there for very much longer. But I'm trying to get back into the Oxford house, so I do have to go back to that house to get my belongings. How can I go about doing that?
Okay. Ms. Brewer, are you staying with his brother?
Not blood brother, but yeah.
Okay. And is
My mom adopted him, so
is-
he is my brother.
hang on. Ms. Brewer, is that where Mr. Walker's possessions and clothing are at?
Yes.
Okay. What you need to do then is, Mr. Walker, you'll need to request a law enforcement standby.
Yes, sir.
You go over to retrieve your personal property and belongings, and law enforcement will notify Ms. Brewer and she can leave and not be there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay?
I just didn't know how to go about that. Now I do. Thank you.
Okay, use a law enforcement standby to retrieve your property.
Well, there'll be some time while he's still in jail, right?
I don't know how long he'll be in jail. That's not,
Okay. Because I don't plan on staying here. I'm looking for other places to go.
okay.
Just go stay with Greg.
Not with him anymore.
Miss Brewer, is there any property that you need back from Mr. Walker?
Nope.
Okay,
Oh, so it wasn't the brother. She's staying with the brother, but it was some guy named Greg, and she's not with Greg anymore. And when she said that, it really angered Mr. Walker. Because, he was saying earlier, I hope it was worth it. Was it worth it? Well, if it got her away from you, it was probably worth it, even if it didn't work out.
My heart.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna listen to that one again.
okay. Miss Brewer, are you staying with his brother?
Not blood brother, but yeah.
Okay. And is
My mom
that,
adopted him, so he is my brother.
hang on. Miss Brewer, is that where Mr. Walker's possessions and clothing are at?
Yes.
Okay. What you need to do then is, Mr. Walker, you'll need to request a law enforcement standby.
Yes, sir.
You go over to retrieve your personal property and belongings, and law enforcement will notify Miss Brewer and she can leave and not be there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay?
I just didn't know how to go about that. Now I do. Thank you.
Okay, use a law enforcement standby to retrieve your property.
Well, there'll be some time while he's still in jail, right?
I don't know how long he'll be in jail. That's not,
Okay. Because I don't plan on staying here. I'm looking for other places to go.
okay.
Just go stay with Greg.
Not with him anymore.
Miss Brewer, is there any property that you need back from Mr. Walker?
Nope.
Okay.
My heart. I can't believe this. I really can't. Oh, he was worth it. Hope he was worth it.
Mr. Walker, please.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'm just getting back on my medications and my mind
Mr.
is.
Walker, please.
Yes.
Just remain quiet for a minute, okay?
Well, if there's any ladies interested, he's a poet. Is there any property that you need of his? No. My heart. Yeah. And then that creepy laugh afterwards, and the shaking of the shoulders, and yeah, I'm gonna leave that one right at the dumpster where I found it.
And you two have no children?
No.
No.
Good.
Wish I did, but.
Other than the no contact order, are there any other orders that the court needs to put into place
No.
to protect the parties?
No, on behalf. No.
Good.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Is there a possible chance that since she is at the house right now with my brother, may I ask her to relay a message to him to put a little bit of money on my book so I could give them a call today? Was that a possible chance or no?
Mr. Walker, you just did that, okay? So let's move on. Mr. Walker, you need to understand that this order is effective today. I'm signing the order. The restraining order is in place for a year through March 7th of 2025. Law enforcement will be immediately notified. A copy of this order will be with dispatch so that they have access to it. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Violation of this order constitutes violation of a protection order, which is a violation of Kansas law. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you do have contact with her, it could result in a trespassing charge or an assault charge or a battery charge. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Violation of this final order could result in the order being extended. So if there's a serious violation, this could be extended an additional year. Or if it's a serious enough violation, the court can extend it to your lifetime. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't violate the order. Have absolutely no contact in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Also, violation of this order may be punishable by contempt of court, which can result in fines and or jail time.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You have a concealed carry license.
No, I'm a felon. I can't even own a gun, so.
Okay. Because be aware that this could affect your ability to apply for that.
Nah, I don't like guns, so.
Okay. And be aware that if you're caught in possession of a firearm, this could have an adverse effect on you because you're under a restraining order right now.
Yes,
Okay?
if I get caught with a firearm, that's a felon under by the Kansas law. I'm a felon, so
Okay.
that won't ever happen.
Hopefully
I
that
don't want
won't
that type
happen.
of charge.
Okay.
I don't need that type of charge.
Yeah, so that would be a violation both of state law and federal law. You understand?
Federal, yeah, yes.
Okay. You have any questions about the restraining order?
No, sir.
You understand your obligations?
Yes.
Okay.
And I do understand that I need to call the police when I do get out of here, if they do let me out, if I don't go to prison for my stupidities, that I need to call the law enforcement to have a standby to get my belongings. Yes, I do understand all
To
that.
arrange a standby, and you understand that's going to be at a time that works for law enforcement. You don't just
Yes, I understand that. They
you
don't
have
work
to
for me.
arrange ahead of time.
Yes.
And then they'll contact Miss Brewer and make sure that she can be elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay? Okay.
Is she ordered to leave my mother's stuff there at the house?
You are allowed to retain and retrieve your personal property.
My dead mother's stuff which was left to me, so that is my personal property.
Okay, if you have any dispute over that, you could always pursue it through small claims court.
I will.
Okay.
I wish I could see her dream catcher right now, but.
Okay. Ms. Brewer, do you have any questions?
Yeah, that wasn't an attempt for him to get her to hold the camera towards it or anything, was it? No, he's not manipulative like that. Not in the least.
Nope.
About the restraining order.
No, sir.
Okay. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Interrupting judge, Mr.
Sure.
Gibson, Cedric Gibson is here. All right,
There
thank
we
you.
go.
Mr. Gibson, my name is Judge Whitman. I'm with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. There are a number of charges here that have not been resolved in our court. We have at least 3 failure to appears. 1, 2, 4, 6 petty larcenies, couple trespassing, possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 counts of drug paraphernalia. So what I've done is I've appointed counsel for you. His name is Shane Lilich, and he is present today to discuss these matters with you to figure out how we're going to proceed on these cases. All right?
But I mean, I didn't even hear what you were saying on the cases because it was blurry. I couldn't hardly hear what you were saying.
All right.
Because you said it.
You have some charges pending here in municipal court. Quite a few petty larcenies, failure to appear.
What kind of charge?
We're having a bad connection now. Can you tell the guy that gave you the headphones we have a bad connection?
Uh-huh.
Can you let him know we're having a bad connection?
We got a bad connection.
Yeah.
Or just stare. That works too.
We're kind of going in and out.
Let me go change something just a second. Continue.
All right.
Okay,
Sure.
just a second. All right, let's give this a try again. Sorry about that.
All right. That's all right. Mr. Gibson, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm Judge Whitman with Municipal Court. You have charges pending here that are not resolved. We have 3 failure to appears, 7 petty larcenies, 2 trespass, and 2 possession of drug paraphernalia. I have appointed counsel for you, Shane Lilich. He is here so you can discuss these matters so we can figure out how they're going to proceed through our court. If the gentleman that gave you the headphones, if you can tell him to put you in a breakout, you can speak with your lawyer privately about these charges.
Breakout.
Yeah, just tell him to put you in a breakout. There we go.
Are you on?
Yes.
Oh, you're on. This is Cedric Gibson again. My public defender was telling me about a trial setting in a misdemeanor court. And I told him I would like to have a preliminary hearing before I go to trial to find the evidence against me on this trial setting. And it's against my rights to have that.
Right.
If I have a trial, I can have a preliminary hearing.
Right. Well, preliminary hearings are only for felony charges, and none of these are felony charges.
Exactly.
They're all misdemeanors.
Misdemeanor. So why is I'm going to a trial on misdemeanor charges?
Well, you have a right to a trial if you wish on these charges. However, I suspect that your attorney has talked to the prosecutor about a possible plea. So you wouldn't have to go to trial if you didn't want to, but you have that right to go to trial.
I have a right. I know I have a right to go to trial, but I don't want to go to trial unless, okay, you saying these are misdemeanor cases, but I'm still going to trial. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
On misdemeanor cases. I thought it was supposed to be a felony charge to go to a trial setting.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? For a felony charge, you would have a preliminary hearing. Absolutely.
Okay. Why you
However, we don't have preliminary hearings for trial for misdemeanors.
Okay, why should I go to a misdemeanor trial then?
Well,
If
you
they
don't-
if they don't have felony charges, why should I go to trial on traffic tickets?
right,
see what I'm
these are,
saying?
well, these aren't traffic matters. These are thefts.
These are
And-
misdemeanors. These are
Correct.
misdemeanor charges. It's not no felony charges.
Correct.
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 These are city tickets. These are not felony charges.
Right. So if you don't want a trial, then Mr. Lilich, I know, has spoke with the prosecutor about a possible plea to resolve these matters without a trial.
So why should I have to take a plea to something that don't have no evidence on me on?
Okay,
They just
well,
got tickets.
See, well, that's the thing. If you don't believe there's evidence, the city believes there's evidence. So
Well,
to resolve that, you have trial.
Okay, how do the city believe that?
Well,
They have
receive
evidence.
reports. They receive reports, complaining parties, police officers wrote up reports and things, sent it to them to look at.
But that don't mean you believe that because you got the report.
That's why we have trials.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you got reports. You don't believe that unless because they wrote the what you call her, unless I take a plea to these charges. That's
Correct.
the only way you can find me guilty to them.
Right. I can find you guilty if the city presents enough evidence in a trial to find you guilty of those things.
So how can it be evidence? Where's the evidence at? That's what I'm saying.
Well,
In a
that
trial.
we would have a trial and you would come to court. We would have, the witnesses would come in and testify. And then whoever the judge was, myself or the other judges here, would make a decision to say you're guilty or not guilty based on the information we were given.
Okay. Now, if I had took something from the store, where's the evidence to show you that I'm guilty to the charge, to
Right.
the statement, to
Right.
whatever
And
statement
that's
they
where
made?
the trial comes in. They would bring witnesses that might have seen you do something, the officer that found an item. I don't know
But-
any of the
but-
evidence
but
on
see-
these cases right
But
now.
see, evidence cannot use no witnesses or hearsay evidence to find me guilty of the charges. You see what I'm saying?
I would
hearsay
agree.
evidence. They say, well, he did it, so you find me guilty of the charge. You see what I'm saying?
Why? Well, testimony from a witness that actually saw something. Say I'm standing on the street corner and I see a car go through a red light and hit a pedestrian. I can testify that I actually saw that. And that
Okay.
is evidence.
I could testify and say there was no evidence.
You
So
could
it can
you
equal
have
it
an
can equal
absolute-
it can equal the same way. So how can they?
So it sounds like you are not interested in a plea, but you would like a trial.
Whoa!
Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not. I can't even get a trial. I don't even.
Yes,
I really,
you can get a
I
trial.
mean, I don't even. I really don't even want a trial because if I get a trial, I can't have no preliminary hearing. But you saying you can have a preliminary hearing in a felony case, but you can't have no preliminary hearing in a trial setting. If you go on a trial, any trial, you should have a preliminary hearing.
No.
Regardless.
Only in misdemeanor cases can you, excuse me, only in a felony.
Okay, that's what
These
I'm
are
saying.
felonies, so you
Right,
don't get there is
exactly.
no right to a preliminary hearing. None.
There's no rights.
No right to a preliminary hearing.
So
but you have an absolute right to a trial.
So now I have a right to a trial, and they find me guilty in a trial. So I had to
I may, I may not.
And I had to take a plea in a trial to get a conviction out of me. It's something they didn't even have on me. You see what I'm saying? They just wrote a ticket up on me, and you go buy these tickets and saying, well, we're gonna find you guilty of these tickets. We're gonna sell him, we're gonna give him such and such time for these tickets.
Mr. Gibson, I'm going to talk to Mr. Lilich for just a minute.
Then.
You're allowed to listen. You're allowed to listen.
All right.
Mr. Lilich.
Yes, Sean.
Do you think that Mr. Gibson understands what he's being charged with?
I I did not get the opportunity to review the charges with Mr. Gibson. I think that he would understand, based on the dialogue I had with him, if I was able to review the charges with him, but he and I were going in a circle about him having a preliminary hearing in a misdemeanor case.
Right, right. All right. Mr. Gibson,
Mm-hmm.
the United States Constitution states you can have a preliminary hearing only in felony charges. So forget about prelims. Forget about it. You have a right to a trial, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these for trial. That's going to be in 30 days. All right? And that will give you time to visit with your counsel so that you can discuss the evidence or no evidence that they have on these charges. All right?
So when this time can I get? I thought I was supposed to be released
Right.
because I
But
turned
I
myself in.
am only going to release you if you promise me that you will come to court.
I'm gonna come to court.
Mr. Lilich, I want you to give me a date that he can visit with you.
Yeah.
Bear with me a moment, Your Honor.
Sure. Yeah, I understand.
Judge, we could schedule Mr. Gibson for an appointment at our office on May the 10th at 3:30 p.m.
Did you hear that?
Yes,
Mr.
I heard
Gibson?
them. Yes, I
All
heard
right,
them, Miss Shane.
your bond, I'm going to release you on bond
Mm-hmm.
with the condition that you show up May 10th at 3:30 to City Hall, second floor,
Uh-huh.
to Mr. Lilich's office.
All right.
And that's room 212.
212. Okay,
It's on
they're
the
gonna
second floor.
Hey, Miss Judge.
Yes.
I would like to get a card showing me can I get a card when I get released from the
We
jail?
will send it over to the jail with his information and your date to appear in his office.
Okay, then.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you this. If you fail to appear May 10th at 3:30 to his office, a warrant's going to be issued and you're going to be sitting right back where you're at.
All right.
Do you understand me?
I understand you.
Okay, so you'll be released to appear May 10th at 3:30 with your attorney.
Okay, then.
Okay.
I got you.
All right. And if you don't show up, a warrant's going to be issued and then we'll work from there.
Now, well, I don't want no warrant to be on me, you know. So I'm going to talk to him.
You talk to him and then maybe we can get these all resolved.
Okay, then.
All right.
All right, then.
Any questions you got?
All right, then.
Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have no questions.
All right. May 10th.
May 10th
3:30.
at 3:30.
Right.
All right. Thank you.
That's a Friday.
Okay, then. All right, then.
All right. We'll send that paperwork over and then be here May 10th.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, Judge. May 10th.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay. You gonna see me watch.
All right. I'll look for you.
And I'm sorry I missed the master class on constitutional law.
Yes, I know.
From my perspective, it was brilliant. It stopped him in his tracks.
You need to take notes, sir. You need to take notes.
The 10th District Court of Travis County is now in session. The Honorable Jessica Mangrum presiding.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the 200th District Court. We are here for an emergency hearing in cause number D1 FM 16-001802. And before we proceed, I'd just like to get the attorneys to make their announcements and introduce whoever you have in the virtual courtroom.
Jason Wright for petitioner Bismarck Boki, Katie Valle as well for Bismarck Boki. We also have Auburn Gallagher and Tanya Pogue, who are the the exchange supervisors for the case.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Your Honor. V. Wynn for Lavisha Stingley, the mother, the respondent in the matter.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And who is Mr. or Ms. Kerr?
That's my sister. She's a witness.
Okay. Well, this is not an evidentiary hearing, so I'd be surprised if we are hearing from any witnesses. Typically, these hearings are very short, and so we do not take testimony typically. Mr. Wright, it's your motion, so you may lay out your arguments.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, as our petition states, Your Honor, we have a situation where Ms. Stingley has once again taken possession of, at this time, one of the children outside of the court order. She has taken the child and is now hiding the child from my client. She has taken the child from the school. It was an incident, as our affidavit and our pleadings state, where she attempted to take both children. My client was able to take possession of his son. She drove off with the daughter, and that was on the 1st of March, and the child has not been returned to school since. We have not, and we don't know where the child is, and has not been returned. He has possession of his son, but on Monday or Tuesday of this week, there was another attempt to take possession of him by the mother, this time using a male friend of hers to approach the child. They were able to avoid that. Police were called, an incident report was made, but the mother drove off. And so since that point, my client has kept his son away from school to avoid potential risk or being taken, since the school doesn't have any orders to prevent people from going up there, or there's an issue there. So that's where we are. That's where we have pled for what we've pled for. This will be, or would be, the third time that we've had to get the court to order Ms. Stingley to return the child. We felt like a writ of attachment at this point was more appropriate than a writ of habeas. We've had 2 writs of habeas issued against Ms. Stingley in prior times. And at this point, we don't know where she is. We don't know where the daughter is. We need the court's help, and we need some new orders in place to get some temporary orders. But what we really need is some emergency relief to get walls in between, multiple walls in between Ms. Stingley and her children for any kind of possession between now and when we can get this case resolved. So that's why we're here, based on our pleadings and the affidavits attached to it. The supervisors are here. If the court has any questions or clarifications as to why or how we got here, I can clarify that as well. But that's why we've pled what we pled.
Okay, understood. And I did review the application and the papers that you have filed. Ms. Wen, I am interested in hearing what your client has to say for herself.
Understood, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I guess I can say it this way, Your Honor. First of all, I'd like to say that we definitely need some emergency orders with you, Judge. I think the last time I was in front of Judge Rodriguez, it was a long, very long hearing, supervisors involved. Where things got to this point, Judge, is because the supervisors have made a CPS report, and then they wrote an email saying they were no longer be supervisors, and then everything just stood still. And then you had dad holding on to the kids, not exchanging the kids, and here we are, Judge. So what we would like, Your Honor, I can't defend what my client is doing one way or another, but I do believe that we need some orders for you, especially in light of the fact that supervisors are not wanting to come forward and do the exchange. And as a result of that, Judge, we got 2 people. It's like a showdown in a sense, or a standoff in a sense, that nobody's exchanging children because the supervisors don't want to be involved. And CPS has closed their case against my client. So, Your Honor, in all, we are asking for your help as well. I know that it had to kind of lead to this emergency hearing, but we need some orders, Judge. Guaranteed. That's what we need. And I wasn't a part of what happened with this whole thing with school or anything like that happened when I was apprised of it. I know that Mr. Wright had asked me about it, and I said, well, we definitely need some orders in place. And when this hearing was set with you, I thought this would be a great opportunity to have you admonish or tell everyone that what we need to do, because otherwise we have no orders.
Okay, and Ms. Nguyen, you don't dispute the allegations that Ms. Stingley is not entitled to access and possession. She took the child from school on a day and time that she did not have access and possession.
Your Honor, I would say that if it was outside the orders, then definitely I would not dispute as an officer of the court that that's the case, Judge. No.
Okay.
The only missing piece is that the orders that we have in place, that Judge Rodriguez put in place, was that supervisor would stay in exchange, but we no longer have those people involved.
Well, and
not to defend what my client did, though, Judge. I don't mean that as well. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me just, I guess, Ms. Gallagher, if you want to just give the court a very short synopsis of why you're no longer willing to supervise these exchanges. You're on mute, though, so you need to unmute.
Okay, got it, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, Your Honor, the reason I terminated my part with the exchanges is because there's been an ongoing situation with these children coming back reeking of marijuana. It's been an ongoing problem. The last hearing we had, after the hearing, Ms. Stingley tested positive 8.85 picograms of Delta 9, which is illegal in Texas. That is not medical marijuana. And currently, what finally did it for me is the last time I exchanged these children, the son, Junior, when I got him from Miss Stingley, was so high he could barely stand up. He was very lethargic, reeking of marijuana. When Mr. Boinke took him to get a hair follicle test, he tested over 40 picograms of native THC in his hair follicle. And I, Your Honor, with good conscience, cannot continue to exchange these children when I feel like they're at risk and they're unsafe. That's not something I'm willing to do.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate hearing from you. Mr. Wright, is there anything else that you have not mentioned to the court as far as the TRO or the writ of attachment?
Yeah, other than I just want to clarify, it was 4,000 picograms, not 40, that the child tested positive for. And there are no affirmative plea. As far as I know, Ms. Nguyen has not filed anything. I have not received any notifications, communications, anything from her regarding the change of exchanges, trying to get a new supervisor, filing any kind of motion. This is, again, another example of self-help by her client. And when I will say, Ms. Nguyen's responses to me earlier in the week before we filed, when I tried to reach out to her, trying to solve this without the court's intervention, was not exactly as cooperative and forthcoming as she represented today as far as her position on what her client has or hasn't done. So that's what's led us to this position. We just need to get these kids back, and I need to keep her away from that school, and we need to have no access to possession until we can have a full evidentiary hearing on this issue.
Okay. And Ms. Nguyen, your client understands that the court is being asked to send a law enforcement officer to retrieve the child.
She is aware. I think the previous writs that she's had, Judge, which I wasn't a part of, my client is aware of what the significance would be with those orders, Judge.
Okay. Have you discussed with her whether it would be a good idea to relinquish possession of the child in lieu of the court sending law enforcement to pick up the child?
No, Your Honor, I haven't. But I can definitely do that. If you give me a moment, I could definitely do that for us, Judge, if you would allow me to. I would tell her.
Okay. Well, the time to do that was probably before this hearing started, in all honesty.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Stingley has her hand up. Ms. Nguyen, this is not an evidentiary hearing, so typically we don't hear from a bunch of witnesses because these are short hearings. But I'm going to go ahead and unmute Ms. Stingley, or ask that she unmute.
Hi, Your Honor.
What is it that you want to tell me?
Well, yesterday, well, actually, I went to get my kids when it was my possession. I did not go get them when it wasn't my possession. The Friday I went to retrieve my kids, it was my possession to have my kids. And also, yesterday, I went down there to return the kids, and I sent him a message that I was there, and he didn't show up. So I tried multiple times to return her, and he never showed up. You can look in the app, Close app, and you can see all my dates, all my timestamp, everything. And Your Honor, he's been keeping my kids away from me since November. I have not seen my kids since November.
Yeah, but when they're with you, they're returned stoned and with testable amounts of marijuana in their system. And I don't think we're talking, 17-year-olds here.
He'll show up to the change place and he will take off. And I have pictures and evidence of everything. He will show up, he won't give me my kids, he'll take off with them. So it's stuff he's been doing to me. And it's not just, I just went up there and took my kids. I went up there on the day I was supposed to have them because I knew he wasn't going to change them with me. And I got them on the day that I was court ordered to get them on, Your Honor. It wasn't like a day that wasn't mine.
You got one kid, but not the
Yes,
other.
I had both of them in my possession, but the father aggressively pushed me in the
Your Honor, I'm
kids.
going to
He
object
grabbed
to
the
if we're
son.
going to have a testimony.
And he grabbed the son
I'm gonna
from
get
me.
into
That's
this.
why.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I do want to offer, Your Honor,
hear anything more.
Your Honor, I want to point out that the current further temporary orders that were issued in this case, based on a hearing in September, they're filed in this case, show that I do not see that she has a possession on a Tuesday or a Monday, which she was attempting to take possession of her son this week. She also does not have, it is ordered that she does not have any Thursday evening possession, but she has weekend possession. So while she might have been trying to take possession, I don't know if the weekend fell on a weekend or not, she does not have possession to go to the school and take possession of the children. The orders do not allow her to do that.
I understand, and I read the further temporary orders before this hearing. So Ms. Nguyen, it's apparent to me that your client either doesn't understand or doesn't care what the orders that are in place say. And so you need to have a serious discussion with her offline about the consequences of what can happen when she repeatedly refuses to follow court orders.
I understand, Your Honor.
I do mean serious consequences such as jail, paying the other side's attorney's fees, and court fines, all of which I think will be on the future table at the next hearing. But for today's purposes,
and I know, Your Honor, that you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're right. And I know, Judge, that we're only before you on a writ, and I know there's no opportunity to have any kind of emergency relief that would help us at least alleviate the supervisor issue. I think if we had that, given that Ms. Gallagher, of course, as giving her reasoning, but because we don't have a supervisor, then if there's any way, Judge, if you could help us, and at least in that respect, and during the interim, if we could just have a new supervisor or new arrangements in place, Judge. And then that way we can get back before, our next docket, whichever judge will be in front of, Judge. But in the meanwhile, my client hasn't seen the kiddos since November, and even before that, she hadn't seen them for months. And it's this whole issue over the supervisors.
Okay,
and
you'll
so
get
that's the main thing.
There's going to be a full-blown evidentiary hearing in a couple of weeks. Okay, that's your chance. But this is a short evidentiary hearing where what is brought before the court is that one of the children was exposed to excessive amounts of illegal substances under her care. I'm not going to give her any temporary possession in between now and that next hearing. That's a risk I'm not willing to take, especially given the repeated violations of court orders and the absconding with the child while not on her time of access and possession. And given the fact that this has happened before, not just once, but 2 habeas petitions. So your client, you need to have a serious conversation with her. Okay.
Understood, Your Honor.
That's all I can say. I do not like to issue writs of attachment. I do not like to involve law enforcement officers in what should not be required. But when people cannot behave properly, and when people repeatedly fail to follow court orders, sometimes it's necessary. Your client has made it necessary for the court to enter this writ. So I'll grant the TRO. I will sign the writ of attachment.
Your Honor, can I ask, we do not have a current address for Ms. Stingley.
Yes, Ms. Nguyen, I need that, and I need it now on the record. Well, there's no record, but I need it now.
Yes, Your Honor. I only have what I would have had in my file, but I guess she would have to be able to provide any new addresses if that's changed, but she has not told me their address has changed.
Okay, Ms. Stingley, we need your address. You can unmute.
It's the address I always had. He done sent the police over here, so he knows where I stay.
I need the address.
It's 6609.
And the child is with you at the residence
She's
today.
with me right now. You want to speak to her? She's up there playing with the kids.
No, I don't need to speak with her. I just need to confirm she's there. Thank you. Ms. Wright, or Mr. Wright, did you get that address?
I did, it was a little fast. 6609, what?
Yes, 76549.
76549, okay. Obviously, Your Honor, I appreciate it. If you're executing the writ and there's things between now and then, obviously, if Ms. Stingley can return the child within the next hour and a half, that can avoid the issue of police officers coming to her residence. But obviously, being it's Friday, we're going to need that writ issued, and we're going to have to move forward with that. But we would love to avoid exposing the children to the police doing this.
Okay, Ms. Stingley, what is it?
Well, it's actually my position to have my kids right now. So I can't use my position of my kids right now because they on spring break, and it's my position. Oh.
How's it going?
I don't know which school district the children are in, Mr. Wright, or whether that statement.
I don't know. I mean, Your Honor, our position is
they got out of school yesterday for spring break, and I supposed to got them yesterday on spring break. That's what the court order said, and I was there at 6:30, and he did not show up, and I had the daughter with me at the exchange spot.
Your Honor, if I might, Ms. Stingley has taken possession of these children and has kept the daughter out of school to reward her for the. These are all evidentiary matters.
My daughter has a doctor's note for school, so she can take back to school. It's not I kept her out of school. She has a doctor's note.
Your Honor, I don't want to talk over her, obviously, but we certainly do not agree to the child being exposed to her and her environment any longer than she already has. It doesn't sound like she agrees to bring her over. So if you need to issue the writ and the police need to go get the child, that's fine. I was simply trying to offer an opportunity to not expose the children to the police intervention. But we certainly do not agree to the idea of allowing the child to stay with her any longer than she already has and what she's been exposed to. We can, I'm pulling up the address right now if we need to figure out where she's at. But
all right,
we certainly don't agree. She wants the benefit of whatever the order says when she likes it, but then she wants to violate it however she
I don't want
wants.
to follow the order either because he kept my kids from me. So it's okay if he do it, but it's a problem when I do it. I'm in court now because he kept my kids. If I would have never took my kids, we wouldn't be in court right now. He would still be keeping them.
That's a true statement. That's a true statement.
Yes.
If she had not taken the children when she did, we would not be here. That's right.
Yes,
They have not filed anything.
To have my kids. It was my time.
Right.
It was my week.
Yep.
Okay, I need y'all to not speak over each other. Ms. Nguyen, let me ask you a question.
It's not fair to my kids.
Okay, Ms. Nguyen, do you want the opportunity to confer with Mr. Wright about whether your client will agree to turn the child over today, or should I go ahead and sign that writ and send law enforcement to accomplish what should have already taken place?
Your Honor, any other situation, I would say give us an opportunity to confer, Judge, but given the history of this and the tension and all of that, I will just defer to what you think is best, Your Honor, because, and we're not saying best, but it is such a contentious thing. We were just there a few months ago and always something going on one way or another. But I understand,
Your
Judge,
Honor, I'm so sorry.
Your Honor, and if I could, that's why I just stayed as quiet as I could, just allowing me to speak when I could, Judge, but I understand that you're going to issue this writ. It is given my client's spring break time. She hasn't seen her kids since November, Judge. I know that all of this has a lot of complexity to it, but we will do what you tell us to do, Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I have one point,
Yes.
I've tried to pull up the address that she gave, and it's coming up as a Zillow house that is completely empty and for sale. So I just, all I can tell you is the address that 6609 Terry Loop in Killeen 76549 comes up as an empty house on Zillow.
All right, Ms. Stingley, do you want to answer that question?
I stay at 6609. You want me to show you a piece of letter mail that I have here? That's my address, ma'am. That's
All
my
right,
address.
if you have something that shows the address,
I'm
that's
honestly telling you. Yes, let me go find some.
Your Honor, I just typed into Google.
Mr. Boyke, I
Is
think,
it-
is in the gallery, Your Honor. He definitely can confirm the address that he sent the police officers to that just recently, and that they did a welfare check.
It's my address right here. 6609 Terry Loop, Killeen, Texas 76549.
Did you get that, counsel? I did not.
It was pretty fast. I saw 6609, and then I think I saw the zip code. But
It's spelled Taree. Is that right, Ms. Stingley?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Terry Loop.
That's the one that comes up on Zillow.
Okay.
So,
well,
we'll deal with whatever we have to deal with, Your Honor. I'm just.
Can I
obviously
bring my
the
child?
best-
Because I don't want her exposed to no police. She already don't want to come back. So I definitely don't want to expose her to no police. So I will bring her.
okay. How quickly can you deliver the child?
I can have her there by 4 o'clock.
Okay. What's the location, Mr. Wright?
I'm trying to take you from me, okay?
Let's see.
Ma'am, it is against the rules for you to discuss an ongoing
I don't
matter.
want to keep my kids away from what y'all doing to them.
She needs to exit the room now.
Go. I'll talk to you later. Go.
I can have an address. Let me, if I get with my client, I'd like for her not to go to his residence, so we can.
Yes, a public library.
Yeah.
A police station, fire station.
Bismarck, what's the nearest neutral location that we can meet at?
I can meet him at Georgetown Police Station.
Okay, that's fine. Georgetown Police Department. Let's see. Looks like 3500 DB Wood Drive in Georgetown.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have
3500 DB Wood Drive 78628? I can put that in.
Okay.
I will email that to opposing counsel.
Okay, and Ms. Stingley, you're representing to the court that you will deliver the child to
I
the
will
police
at
station
4 o'clock.
by 4 o'clock. Okay, thank you for agreeing to do that. If you fail to do so, obviously the writ will be issued. Do you
It
understand
will
that?
not be no failure. Yes, ma'am. I understand. I will do it. I have no
Okay.
problem doing
But the
it.
temporary restraining order is
So-
being entered. So Ms. Nguyen, you need to speak with your client about all of those provisions, okay?
So I can't see my kids?
And Mr. Wright, have you obtained the hearing date for the further hearing?
I believe so. I can confirm with my paralegal. I believe we put in the, pros order, I think it's the 22nd, which is 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
And I know that you instructed counsel, but I would ask the court if you wouldn't mind to instruct Ms. Stingley directly what the request we're asking as far as staying 200 yards away from the school and the home and no access and possession until the 22nd.
Yes, those are the terms of the temporary restraining order.
And no discussing the court hearing and the rules or anything with the children. This is not an issue that the children should be involved in that respect.
Which will be signed by the court. Ms. Nguyen, you'll get a copy of that to share and explain to your client the conditions. She'll be able to, y'all will have your day in court on the 22nd. So be prepared with evidence and witnesses at that time. I don't have anything else for you.
Just for
Disappointing to meet
procedurally,
the parties under these conditions.
we agree, Your Honor. I hope that we won't have to contact, but obviously that if we don't hear anything by 4 o'clock, we'll be reaching back out to your staff.
Yes, just email Ms. Sear. The child is not delivered by 4 p.m. The writ will issue.
Okay.
The TRO will be signed regardless. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Seeing nothing else, you're excused from the virtual courtroom.
See, Judge interrupting Mr. White is here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Mr. White, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm Judge Whitman with Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some matters here that you have not attended to. You've received 3 failure to appear summons, 1 interference with an officer, petty larceny, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and assaulting a person. These all stem from one's from November of 2020. We have some from September of 2023, 1 in July of 2023. So it spans over a period of time, and you did not take care of these matters.
Can I say something real quick, Your Honor?
Well, hang on. I have appointed counsel for you, and they are here present. So what I'd like you to do is talk, the guy that gave you the headphones, to ask him to put you in a breakout so you can talk to your lawyer. And you'll do that in private. I won't hear.
All right. Hey, yeah, you right, man. I'm just. You
remember,
right, man.
Remember what I told. Remember what we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Wyrie.
Yes, Judge. Mr. White is requesting at this time an OR bond. He doesn't have the funds to pay for the warrant or for the bond, the cash bond that's been issued by the court. There was some confusion about when that warrant was issued. It sounds like he tried to call and get a new court date before the warrant was issued, and there was some confusion about what information was given to him by the clerk. I believe he intends to set these matters for trial ultimately. At this time, we'd ask for an OR bond if the court would set this over 1 week. He is working on getting a new job so that he can have the funds to pay for his life expenses.
Right. Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand, I mean, we've issued, you got original court dates on these tickets, then we issued 3 different failure to appear summons for you to attend, and you did nothing. Why would me giving you a week's let you out that you will be coming to court? I'm concerned you won't show up.
Miss, what's the name?
It's Judge Whitman.
I'm gonna say, Your Honor. I'm gonna say, I know you only gave me 3 in the past, right? And the last one, I really was trying hard, but like I said, I didn't want to come to jail. I didn't want to come to court stinking. And my cousin, even though that's beside the point, right? But I'm saying, Your Honor, if you just please, respectfully and honorably, give me this other OR bond. I promise you I will be there, or else y'all can just lock me up for the rest of the time when I do catch me. Because I got to get this job. I got to get my life back, right? I got to get off these streets. These streets is killing me. You know what I mean?
I can imagine it.
And
Yes.
and it been
All
a
right,
man of my.
well, here's the deal.
Please give me this.
Mr. Wyrick is asking for 1 week.
Yeah, 1 week.
And I will
will be
I
there.
will give you the 1 week. We'll let you out March 15th.
March 15th. What's today?
Today's the 8th.
Oh,
That's
come
1
on.
week. Well, no. You'll get out today.
I'll
but
get out
your
today.
Court date will be March 15th.
Hey, I will sleep with a sleeping bag in front of the city hall
Okay,
door
well,
to make
hey,
sure I'll be there.
I'm sure
Just have your
that's not,
guard. Just have your
I'm
guards
sure
come over and
sleeping
kick me and
out in
say, "Come
front
on
is
in."
not allowed, but March 15th at 1 o'clock.
March
And I'll
15th,
tell you
1 o'clock.
this, if you don't appear, you mentioned stay in jail forever. Well,
No, I didn't
you'll
say forever. I
stay
said
in
a year.
jail till we figure this out.
I didn't say forever, Jan. I said for a year. I said I'll do a
I
year.
understand, but
But
understand what I'm saying.
I understand. See,
You
morning
don't
court.
show up,
I'll be there
warrant's going to be issued,
that day.
and and once you're placed back in jail, you'll stay until we figure this out.
Yeah, I'll be back there. But see, another thing, Your Honor, is I'm not a morning person, so therefore morning
Well,
court
that's why I gave
always
you 1
gets me.
o'clock.
That's why I said thank you. I'll be there. I'll be there
Okay.
at 12 and wait till
Now,
1.
what day is your court date?
March 15th.
March 15th,
1
1 week
o'clock.
from today at 1 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
City Hall, 2nd floor.
Yes, ma'am. I got that part. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I'm gonna save my clothes that I'm supposed to have wearing clean. I'm gonna save my. I ain't gonna wear that set of clothes because I gotta go to the laundromat and I gotta clean all my clothes up.
Well, you said you stunk. I don't care. I need you in court.
But that's not presentable. You know what I mean? As a
Listen
man,
to me.
you know.
I need you in court.
Yes, ma'am.
Belly or not, on March 15th at 1 o'clock. You understand?
I'll be there.
Okay.
Right hand of God. I'll be there.
Right. You have any other questions?
How much will all this stuff just cost if I just happen to just get a loan from somebody? How much will all this stuff cost to wrap it up?
You can talk to your lawyer about if it's going to cost you any money. Okay. Your lawyer's free.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you can give your headphones back. We'll send over
I'll be
paperwork
released
to release
today?
you today.
All right, thank you. I want to give you a hug through this computer, but I can't.
March 15th.
All right, thank you.
All right.
See you then.
Thank you, bro. Give me some that.
Yep, we'll see you then, okay? Next Friday. I'll get you, I promise.
My bad. All right, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Smelly or not, he'll be there. Hi, Earl. What's up, buds? Oh, I thought you guys might like some of those. Good night, Jenny Green, sweetie. I love you. I am going to go to sleep now too. But I am so grateful that you guys came out and spent this time with me. I had a lot of fun. Oh, excuse me. I know. My bed's calling me. I slept in 0 gravity mode last night, and I don't think I've ever slept so good in my life. 0 G. Yeah. That's definitely... Okay, now it's not going to stop. Sorry. I know. Well, it's It's now 1:30 in the morning, but you know, the clock's jumped forward. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah. Earl's wanting me to go to bed. Yeah, it definitely is. I don't know if I clicked on that. That's what I meant to click on. Okay, guys, I'm way too tired. I'm having a real struggle right now. Oh, I didn't know that I would, but I tried it out last night and I instantly fell asleep. And so that's been my position for last night and my nap today, and it's like instant out. Yes, Earl, I'm coming. I'm coming, buddy. Yeah, we're going on nights. We're going on nights. Why don't you go get the bed warm for me? Okay, guys. I have a cat to go cuddle with. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love. It didn't take. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.